founder of the Miracle Project, but that doesn't begin to describe all the wonderful things that you do and that you are. You're an author, you are an advocate, you are an amazing person in our community. I'm always thrilled when we have an opportunity to have you here with us. And I was teasing before that you just come back from an amazing trip where you went to the one and only White House. And I am so excited to hear. I just saw a little bit on Facebook. There you are. Kelby's showing the picture of you at the White House. Very impressive. So tell us why you were there and what was happening.
So Shannon, always so wonderful to be here on Autism Live, and you really make the world know what's happening in autism. So thank you, and thank you for
thanks. We try, but you're doing, and that's
so thank
amazing.
you, thank you. Well, I have to tell you, I got an email that said you were invited to the White House, and my first inclination was, is this for real? So I texted my friends and colleagues, Shelley Christensen, who literally wrote the book on Jewish inclusion, and also my dear friend and colleague, Jennifer Laszlo Mizrahi, who started a program called Respectability for adults with disability. And I said, I just got this email. Is this for real? And Jennifer got back to me and said, yeah, it's legit. So at that point, I wasn't afraid to put in my social security number, and because that's what you have to do in order to get clearance.
You can't just show up.
Can't just show up, and I had to make sure I got clearance, and I got clearance.
Yeah.
But here we go. So basically, it was a conversation on inclusion of Americans with disabilities in the Jewish community. And
something that you know a great deal about.
Thank
And
you.
if I were going to put together a list of people to talk about that, I would want you at the top of that list.
Thank you.
But they put together an amazing array of people to come and talk about this.
Yes.
And why?
Wow, what a great question. Why? Wouldn't it be great if we didn't need to convene to talk about including individuals with disability? But regrettably, unfortunately, we do.
Yeah.
So regrettably, we have to create opportunity that doesn't exist. Positively, how wonderful that there are opportunities that are being created today that do exist.
Yes.
And this was, well, first of all, there's February has been deemed Jewish Disability Awareness and Inclusion Month.
Yeah.
Shelley Christensen, who's a mother of a son with Asperger's, in 2001, was hired in Minnesota to create an inclusion program for synagogues, because many people who have disabilities felt left out and estranged from their community. And Shelley called some synagogues and said, you know, we'd like to know what kind of programming and what do you do? And the answer was, we don't have anyone with a disability here, so we don't need that.
And we know that's not true, right?
Well, we know why is there no one there with a disability. Because no one feels that there's a place. So she took it on herself in 2009 and said, you know, I want to start this month, Jewish Disability Awareness and Inclusion Month. And from that, there were 4 other, it was become part of a consortium, and there were 4 other cities that joined in, and now it's worldwide.
Yeah.
From one woman, Shelley Christensen. So basically, she created Jewish Disability Awareness and Inclusion Month, which is in February, and the conference, the conversation at the White House was in recognition of this month and actually taking it a step further. So I was simply part of the conversation. There were self-advocates that were on the panel. Matt Nosenchuk was who's the associate director and liaison to the Jewish community. He's the White House of public engagement. He brought in the Jewish component in honor and respect to this day, and then Maria Town, who is the the director and advisor for disability for the White House. The two of them joined together to make this day happen, along with Judith Heumann, who was a special advisor for international disability rights in the U.S. Department of State. So they actually put this together quite quickly and knowing that there was a need to get this conversation going.
Yeah.